there's no consequences, how are they ever going to learn? You can't learn anything without consequences.
Hi, I'm Jen Brummer with GROKtheWorld, a company that specializes in creating nonviolent communication tools and games.
Hi, I'm Holly Storm with Harmony Parenting, helping parents bring peace and ease to the present while building skills for lasting relationships.
And today we're going to be talking about how to work with children, whether in the classroom, at home, or in community. We're going to discuss the differences between traditional discipline, like rewards and consequences, and a different way of looking at things through the lens of nonviolent communication. So, Holly, in a classroom environment, how is a teacher expected to teach a lesson while at the same time managing behaviors of all these students if they don't have this reward and punishment strategy?
What we do in NVC is instead of being the source of the consequence, what's the result of that? They're learning to be afraid. They're learning that we have more resources, that we have more power as the adults. So instead of teaching them that adults have more power, we go to the underlying lesson that we want them to learn. So, what do we want our child to do? And what do we want their reason to be for doing it, in Marshall Rosenberg's words? And to get to that underlying layer, we start working with the child to have self reflection and understand what their motivation was for the behavior to begin with. And then we can help them learn pro social ways of advocating for their own needs underneath. So then the next question is, what are NVC universal needs?
Oh, well, the human qualities that all people share. And I've got my handy needs deck for identifying what needs might be behind certain behaviors that come up in the classroom or at home or in community.
So, would you be willing to put that to work right now?
Let's do it.
So let's use an example. Let's say kids aren't paying attention. They're just side talking to their friends. And it is infuriating because as a teacher, we want to have some space to get our message across, and other kids can't hear. It really interrupts the whole class. So, are you saying that instead of using consequences, we can focus in on needs? What would that look like? What would be the needs behind that behavior?
So I'm going to look through my Grok deck here, and I'm seeing three that come out to me. That child potentially has an unmet need for attention or to be seen, to be heard. Or maybe they have a need to develop their friendship with their friends, to be together or connection. Another need that they might be trying to meet by that strategy is play, fun, and adventure. So once we identify what those needs might be behind the behavior, then the fun happens. And we'll get into that even more in our next videos.